What is up, gang? Welcome back to my channel, Side Hustle. It is Daddy Nat, and today we are diving into how I gained 200,000 followers on TikTok in about 28 days. I'll show you some of the techniques that I used and really just the overall most important and most valuable resources when it comes to you posting content on TikTok and actually getting engagement, actually getting followers, actually getting other people who want to come and see your content on other platforms. Now, before we dive into that, I should say this is meant to be a case study of how it worked for me. I think if you go and implement some of the strategies I use, it will work. But I should shout out Robert Benjamin. Robert Benjamin has his own channel. I'm going to make a link to it below, but you can actually see all of this information that I'm learning. I have learned from him. Now, I'm a musician and I took it custom and tried to make it specific for my own niche. And of course, I had to implement his rules. But if you haven't checked out Robert already, I would highly recommend it. Quick disclosure, he did not pay me or ask me. He doesn't even know that I'm doing this right now. He's just a great guy. He provides a really good service, and I'd highly recommend you guys go check it out. Okay, so I think to start off here, I'm gonna bring up a photo again. This is just kind of representing one period of time where I went from about 30,000 to about 250,000. So this is over a 28-day period. We're gonna significantly call it, say 220,000 followers in 28 days. But if you looked at my 28 days, it's close to like 8 million views across the account. So how did I do this? I started posting on TikTok in October of 2019. So it would have been like very beginning of October. After about a month of doing it, I had one video go viral. I think it got like a few 100,000 views, and then it slowly grew. December, I think I had one that actually got to 1 million, right? So in total, I would say I probably had 5 videos, which, some of, in aggregate, probably had, a few million views altogether. The thing was that from those videos that went viral, right? Because I had one video that got 2 million views. So I had, a few videos that go super viral. From that, I gained about 23,000 followers in total from those all the way through till March. Now we're in July, right? So that was about where I was stuck, 23.8K followers for a long time. Now, over the 3 weeks that I found Robert Benjamin started implementing his practices, I grew from 23.8 to about 30. So that means every day I was gaining a few hundred followers. It was actually starting to work consistently, and I started to realize, hey, it's more about implementing these rules than it is about trying to come up with a viral video. It's really just about steady growth over days. Because I would post videos that got millions of, like, over 2 million views, and I think I probably got in aggregate maybe 100 followers from it. So doesn't matter about going viral. That's the number one thing I'd say for this video. You do not necessarily need to go viral to gain a bunch of followers. You just need to be able to ask the right things and consistently grow over each video and post several times a day. Some simple things that I did to actually ask this guys to follow me, and legitimately I've not had more views in aggregate across all the videos that I've posted that have gone viral, maybe a little bit. We're talking 20 or 30%. Yet I've been able to have, a 10x return on the number of people who followed me. And so I want to talk to you guys exactly why that is and show you with proof with some of my videos that you can see implement these strategies essentially.
Dude, I just heard if you play 6ix9ine's Gooba backwards, there's a hidden message in it. And I'd have to think it's gonna be pretty brutal. I'm gonna show it to you, but first I need you to click that plus sign. All right, here it is forward.
Big rod, don't big rod, leave it to the double thick thighs.
This is the first one that I think I posted that went viral. It's basically me talking about a secret message in a song which gives the user a reason to stick around. I mentioned it immediately off the bat. I also used 6ix9ine, which at the time he was viral or trending, and he still is trending currently, so it worked out with that. And I basically said there's a secret message in there. Now, all these videos are completely a joke. I don't have a secret message in there. There's no secret message in this song. I just went over it, edited in Ableton or any digital audio workstation. If you have software of any sort, you can go and find this online. Literally reverse the sound and then added my own vocals over it. I've done that for a ton of different songs, and number one, it works. So I found something that works and I've stuck to it, which a lot of you guys don't do that out there. You find something that works and then you say, oh no, I don't want to get pigeonholed into that. Well, dude, what the f is wrong with being pigeonholed for 3 weeks because you made a video about, that helped you go from 30,000 followers to several 100,000 followers. I mean, come on, dude, it's a very, very small cost. So number one, killer hook. The first thing I say on there is, did you know there's a secret message in 6ix9ine's Gooba? That song is going viral. Everybody wanted to check that out. Immediately they're hooked in, they want to see far. Then I said, I also made a loud noise at the beginning, which is something that's not overrated. When you always want to have a killer hook. So a killer hook can be something that just you scream to the camera, you can say anything that basically gets their attention, and then you got to ask them something immediately. So I incentivized them to watch the end of the video because I wasn't going to show them reverse message until the very end. So by default, I set this up. Number two, this video is I think 17 to maybe 17 seconds long. You want to have your videos somewhere between 13 and 17 seconds if possible. 22 at an absolute max. That's what I've used for several of my videos. It works, but if you're kind of on the come up, I wouldn't necessarily recommend that you do much longer than 17 seconds. Number four, and I think this is something that so many people, have such a hard time with, but I ask them to follow me. Dude, if you don't ask people to follow you, you will not follow you. And let me tell you this straight up. I had a video with 2 million views, got 100 followers from it, right? Had this other video right here that you're looking at, also got 2 million views. I probably got close to 70 or 80,000 followers from this one video. So that means we're looking at a 4 to 5% return ROI on the amount of people who watch that and actually click that plus sign. And I didn't ask them to follow me, I asked them to click the plus sign. It's a gamification. Right now we're lucky to where there's not a clear delineation between the plus sign and follow, and people, so you just ask people to do that and they're going to. 4 to 5% are always going to do that. So, you're wondering if you want to capitalize on 1 million views, well, 5%, 50,000 followers, adds up pretty quick, y'all. You guys should totally take advantage of that. Always ask people to follow you. Just do it. It's not that hard. Just ask people. That's probably the most important thing about this, is that I ask people to follow me. That's why it worked. It's fundamental. It's not the most important thing. You have to have content. You have to have an idea. You have to have a reason to engage them. You have to have a hook. But if you don't ask this, you're literally leaving all the reward. You're throwing away your entire reward. Number 5. Look at all my videos. There's a thing called native to TikTok. If you go spend 5 to 10 hours scrolling through TikTok, you'll start to see trends between how you address certain people, how videos are chopped up. You'll notice that some of my videos, I actually don't finish the word that I'm saying. That's okay. You don't have to. You just have to basically make sure that it gets the message across that you're trying to. You're using text on screen so it looks native. So if you notice in mine, I have text at the beginning, I have text in the middle, and I have text at the end. Text for the call to action, click the plus sign, text to comment what they heard. Everything is intentional so that these individuals stay engaged and watch the video the whole time. As watch time, as if you don't know, watch time is the most important piece, the most crucial part of a video. And yeah, so the video is 17 seconds long. My watch time on this is 16 seconds. So you want to have an 85% watch time or higher. Otherwise, you're not going to have people, nearly as likely to stick around through the song. So yeah, that's essentially how I did it, guys. I make videos. I made a ton of videos using these things. Now, a couple other things to note that'll be important on how you can gain followers every day is that you need to post somewhere between minimum 10 to 15 times a day. Now, that doesn't mean necessarily you need to be posting all of the same content over and over and over again. Oftentimes, you should be looking somewhere between, say, or that doesn't necessarily mean that you need to be making 10 to 15 pieces of completely new content. Some of that can be reposts, so repost your best content, the content that performs the best, and then you can also go through and actually create duets. You can create other things that take much less time than an average video does. On average, I would say you should not be spending more than 15 minutes between recording a video and editing a video. If you're doing that after, say, doing 10 of them, I would look into something else that you can do, because if it's taking a few hours, you're just never going to be able to be consistent with it or post nearly as many times as you want. So I would stick to making sure that you can do it in under 15 minutes. Something I should say is the 3 weeks leading up to me getting this crazy jump, that 45,000 followers in one day, I was posting about 40 to 60 times a day. So that means I was literally posting tons of reposts. I was making at least 10 to 15 new pieces of content a day, and I was doing that every day. And I was going ham. And that's how I broke the levee. I basically was not going to give up. I was determined to figure this out, and until I figured it out, I wasn't going to quit. And that's essential to this. You can't give up. Literally, so many people ask me, they say, oh, I tried posting some more, but it didn't work. Well, you can't ever have that attitude. You literally have to post until your eyeballs bleed. You have to think, man, I'm tired, I want to go to sleep right now, but I'm going to do 5 more posts before I go to bed. These are the things that went on my head every single day, and it's necessary if you want to be not only accomplishing this on TikTok, but accomplishing growth across any variety, whether that's growth as a songwriter, growth as a TikTok influencer, growth as an influencer on any other platform, growth in anything. You have to be willing to put in the hours and the hard work over and over and over and over again every day, in and out, and then it works. And once it works, guys, I mean, I'm already seeing the benefits. I started doing some different video campaigns this weekend to funnel followers into my other platforms, and it's working like a charm. So I'd highly recommend it. And of course, you know, I'm not even close to done on TikTok. I need to hit 1 million, hopefully gonna hit 10 million. But my first goal is 1 million. Once I get that, we'll look and adjust and see where I wanna go next and where I wanna spend my time. But very excited about this platform. Look, this is the realest opportunity you will ever have in the next 4 to 5 years to grow on any social media platform. You know, I'm happy to give you some more advice customized to what you're doing, but ultimately you're gonna have to just get in there, post ungodly amounts of content. I don't want you freaking reaching out to me unless you've gone and tried at least 20 or 30 different posts based off of the format that I just told you, right? And the steps that I just told you. If you don't go make 20 to 30 posts before you hit me up about that, I'm not going to respond, because this is about you going and actually putting in the work, and this is the template for it. So if you want followers on TikTok, it's simple. Get out of your comfort zone, stop being insecure, and go post. That's really all I got, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm going to try to post more content as I go on my road to 1 million followers. Having a lot of opportunities come up. Music video coming out for One Night very soon, as well as some new music on the horizon. So I'm stoked. 2020 has been fairly productive for me despite all this COVID shenanigans. But I hope you guys are all staying safe. If you do have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. It's daddynat@gmail.com. Or you can find me on Instagram at daddynatATX, same on TikTok. And yeah, I just look forward to talking to you guys again soon. Let me know what questions you have down below, and let's get it. This is how I gained 200K followers on TikTok in 28 days. Peace.